the Blue Mosque, is one of the most magnificent buildings in Turkey. The building is not just a mosque, it is also a social life complex. The mosque, named after its donor Sultan Ahmed, has been domed the name Blue by foreign travelers based on the Hagia tiles in dominant tones of blue and green that cover most of its interior. After the crushing loss in the 1603 to 1618 war with Persia, Sultan Ahmed decided to build a mosque in Istanbul to reassert Ottoman power. It would be the first imperial mosque for more than 40 years. While his predecessors had paid for their mosques with their spoil of war, Sultan Ahmed I had to remove the funds of the treasury because he had not gained remarkable victories. It caused the anger of the Muslim jurists. The mosque was built on the site of the palace of the Byzantine emperors, in front of the Basilica Hagia Sophia at that time, the primary imperial mosque in Istanbul, and the Hippodrome, a site of significant symbolic meaning, as it dominated the city skyline from the south. Big parts of the south shore of the mosque rest on the foundations, the vaults of the old Grand Palace. The Sultan Ahmed Mosque has one main dome, 6 minarets, and 8 secondary domes. The design is the culmination of 2 centuries of Ottoman mosque development. It incorporates some Byzantine Christian elements of the neighboring Hagia Sophia with traditional Islamic architecture and is considered to be the last great mosque of the classical period. The interior of the mosque is lined with more than 20,000 handmade Iznik-style ceramic tiles, made at Iznik in more than 50 different tulip designs. The upper levels of the interior are dominated by blue paint. More than 200 stained glass windows with intricate designs admit natural light, today assisted by chandeliers. On the chandeliers, ostrich eggs are found that were meant to avoid cobwebs inside the mosque by repelling spiders. The decorations include verses from the Quran, many of them made by Sayyid Qasim, regarded as the greatest calligrapher of his time. The many spacious windows confer a spacious impression. The casements at floor level are decorated with opus sec tile. Each exedra has 5 windows. The colored glass for the windows was a gift of the Signoria of Venice to the Sultan. Most of these colored windows have by now been replaced by modern versions with little or no artistic merit. The mosque is composed of a large prayer hall unified under a single dome, and an open courtyard to the northwest. It is oriented 39 degrees east of south. An outer precinct enclosed by a stone wall with windows wraps around the mosque and court on all sides except for Qibla. The interior has been renovated several times, as early as 1837 and also more recently. The facade of the spacious forecourt was built in the same manner as the facade of the Suleymaniye Mosque, except for the addition of the turrets on the corner domes. The court is about as large as the mosque itself and is surrounded by a continuous vaulted arcade. It has ablution facilities on both sides. A heavy iron chain hangs in the upper part of the court entrance on the western side. Only the Sultan was allowed to enter the court of the mosque on horseback. The chain was put there so that the Sultan had to lower his head every time he entered the court to avoid being hit. This was a symbolic gesture to ensure the humility of the ruler in the face of the divine. Sultan Ahmed Mosque is first one of the 2 mosques in Turkey that has 6 minarets. When the number of minarets was revealed, the Sultan was criticized for being presumptuous, since this was the same minaret's number as at the Mosque of the Kaaba in Mecca. He overcame this problem by ordering a 7th minaret to be built at the Makkah Mosque. Large crowds of both Turks and tourists gather at sunset in the park facing the mosque to hear the call to evening prayers, as the sun sets and the mosque is brilliantly illuminated by colored lights.